Case number 3. The humility influencer. Location, London, England. Oliver had perfected the art of disappearing in public. He never entered a room. He slipped in quietly. He never shared an opinion. He offered a tiny reflection. He never accepted praise. He redirected it instantly. At a meditation gathering in Notting Hill, someone told him, "That was beautiful." Oliver lowered his eyes. "Oh no, truly it was nothing. It helped me." Then perhaps spirit used this little instrument. Oliver said "little instrument" often. It made him sound humble while keeping him in the sentence. His online bio read, "Nobody special, just a servant. No teacher here. Following only love." Below that was a link. Book Oliver for retreats, podcasts, panels, and private mentoring. "How do you stay so humble?" someone asked during a live stream. Oliver sighed, "I don't really think about humility." The live stream was titled, "The End of Ego. Why I No Longer Need Recognition." Comments flooded in. So authentic, so grounded, a rare soul. Oliver hearted all of them. His friend Priya had known him before Enlightenment branding. She came over one afternoon and found him deleting a photograph. "What's wrong with that one?" "I looked too pleased with myself." "You were pleased with yourself." "Yes, but that's not really the message." "What's the message?" "Effortless surrender." Priya looked at the next photo. Oliver sat beside a window, eyes closed, hand over his heart. "Who took this?" "My assistant." "You hired someone to photograph you surrendering?" "Documenting the work is not the same as promoting the self." "Of course not." At a charity dinner that evening, he had been told there would be no speeches, which was unfortunate because he had prepared 3 minutes on anonymous service. When the host unexpectedly thanked him, the room applauded. Oliver stood reluctantly. Not immediately. He waited long enough for everyone to notice his reluctance. Then he placed both hands over his heart. "Please, this is not about me." The applause grew. "Truly, I am nobody." A man at the back shouted, "Then sit down." The room erupted. Oliver laughed too, a spiritually appropriate amount. The next morning, his teacher, Mara, asked the group to explore false humility. Oliver perked up. Finally, a topic for other people. Mara said, "Sometimes the ego inflates itself by saying, 'Look how great I am.'" Oliver nodded. "Sometimes it inflates itself by saying, 'Look how small I am.'" Oliver stopped nodding. "Either way, attention stays on me. The ego can make an identity out of being unworthy, invisible, selfless, pure, ordinary, even humble." Someone whispered, "Vanity in a robe." Oliver knew immediately who needed healing. Mara asked everyone to pair up and receive a compliment without deflecting it. Priya turned toward Oliver. "Oh, good. No performance," Mara said. "Just receive it." Priya smiled. "You are generous." Oliver inhaled. His instincts activated. "Not me, spirit. We are all generous. I'm only reflecting you. There is no Oliver." 6 elegant escape routes appeared. Priya waited. Oliver finally said, "Thank you." Nothing exploded. No angel resigned. His ego, however, appeared to have been denied oxygen. Priya continued, "You're funny. Thank you." "You're also unbelievably annoying." Oliver opened his mouth. Priya raised a finger. "Receive." He stared at her, then laughed. "Thank you?" "Beautiful." Walking home through light rain, Oliver noticed how much energy he spent managing other people's image of his humility. Too visible, too proud, too confident, too pleased. Every move required editing. Even disappearing had become a performance. At a cafe, the barista handed him tea. "I liked your talk last week," she said. Oliver felt the reflex. "Oh, it was nothing." Instead, he said, "Thank you. I'm glad." She nodded and moved to the next customer. That was it. No false modesty, no spiritual redirect, no tiny instrument, just tea. Oliver sat by the window. His phone buzzed. A new comment. "Your humility is such an inspiration." He stared at it, then typed, "Careful. I'm very proud of it." He laughed so loudly the woman at the next table looked over. For once, he didn't lower his voice to appear peaceful. False humility had spent years whispering, "Don't make yourself too big." He had never noticed the ego was still measuring. That afternoon, he changed his bio. "Nobody special." Deleted. "Just a servant." Deleted. "No teacher here." Deleted. For several minutes, the bio was blank. Then he wrote, "Oliver Hayes, tea enthusiast, still learning." Priya saw it and texted, "Devastating humility. 5 stars." Oliver replied, "Please don't tell anyone." Then added, "Actually tell everyone." And for the first time, he could hear the joke.